Drunk driving has been a serious problem ever since the creation of the first automobile. However, statistics regarding drunk driving did not start getting recorded until 1984. Since then, drunk driving deaths have shown a 16% decrease from 2016 to 2017. People taking away the lives of innocent people due to intoxication behind the wheel are in complete violation of Article 3 in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. This article states, everyone has the right to life, liberty, and security of person. These civilians losing their lives as a result of an intoxicated driver are experiencing cruel and unusual punishments for doing nothing wrong, and more importantly, are losing this basic right due to selfish acts of an intoxicated driver. This violation of a basic human right is the reason Candy Lightner founded the organization in 1980 known today as Mothers Against Drunk Driving, or MAD for short.
Daughter Carrie was killed by a drunk driver. She was thrown 125 feet and she was left in the road to die. The man who killed her was out on bail from another hit and run drunk driving crash. And I took that pain, rage, and grief and started the largest anti drunk driving organization in the world. Now, We Save Lives has expanded its efforts to include the 3 Ds: drunk, drugged, and distracted driving. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't think about her, that I don't miss her, and wonder what would have happened if that man were not driving on that particular day.
In today's age, social media is a very valuable asset for any organization who wants to get their message out there and reach a large group of people whilst doing it. MAD uses social media to promote safe driving methods, raise awareness surrounding the cruelties associated with drunk driving, push for stricter road regulation, and support the victims and their families by posting their stories and often a place to donate to support these people. One of the ways MAD effectively uses social media is by educating our future generations to make smarter decisions while driving. The photo shown was taken directly off MAD's Twitter and shows a MAD executive speaking to his San Jose football team about the dangers of drunk, drugged, and distracted driving.
Furthermore, MAD uses social media effectively by lobbying for auto companies to create new technology to help push for means of stopping drunk driving completely. They promote concept cars such as this one that will use facial recognition software to monitor the driver's consciousness while at the wheel. High sensitivity alcohol odor sensors will be built into the transmission shift and is able to detect the presence of alcohol in the perspiration of the driver's palm and will lock the transmission if the sense is too intense.
Another effective way MAD is yet again able to use social media is through the use of pathological appeals. MAD uses photos like this family who lost their life as a result of a drunk driver to discourage drunk driving and gain awareness in support of their cause.
Mothers Against Drunk Driving advocates for stricter regulations on the nation's roads and advocates that people responsible for these horrific crimes should be held accountable for their actions throughout the release of these criminal mugshots on their Twitter. Through this pathological appeal, the viewer is able to see the tragedies they could be held responsible for if they were to drive under the influence, discouraging them from taking the wheel in the future if under the influence. Furthermore, this method illustrates how impairing drugs and alcohol can truly be whilst driving, with some of these tried criminals responsible for the deaths of whole families.
Lastly, MAD's use of effective campaigns and hashtags such as Saturation Saturday connects them with their large audience and promotes their audience not to drive under any impairing substance, with absolutely no exceptions. With all this being said, MAD's social media as a whole still is very ineffective. This is due to the small following that they reach with each individual post. The biggest issue surrounding this organization's social media is their following's unwillingness to actively get involved in liking and retweeting their posts. MAD's Twitter is verified and hosts an impressive 30.4 thousand followers. However, all their posts combined only have 3,622 likes, meaning only 10% of their audience is actively liking and retweeting their posts. This lackluster social media traction can very well be attributed to their inept use of rhetorical appeals. MAD relies deeply on the appeal pathos, however this appeal seems to gain the least amount of attention, with the posts such as this about the tragic loss of Kevin Archibald due to a drug driver only gaining 3 likes and 2 retweets. Their most popular posts rely on logos, educating the readers effective means to stop drunk driving through legislation, autonomous vehicles, and educating the youth not to get behind the wheel under any impairing substances. Posts such as this one, promoting the use of autonomous vehicles to help stop drunk driving, received the most amount of interest, with this post gaining nearly 50 likes and 16 retweets.
The completely avoidable deaths of over 10,000 innocent people as a result of impaired driving should not continue any further. Through improved legislation, increased usage of autonomous vehicles, and stricter laws to hold these drunk drivers accountable of this violation of a basic human right can be exponentially decreased. You do not want to be the person who causes one of the most common deaths on the road.